Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports. Presented by Leella Lanes, Amore Pizzeria, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Kirk's Furniture, Great Oaks Career Campuses, M&M Fasteners and M&M Horsehair, Fayette County Public Health Department, ProMedica, Summers Funeral Home, the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around at the end of the game for the Epifano McDonald's Star of the Game post-game show.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, everyone, from Tony's Welding and Fabrication Stadium, Miami Trace High School. Along with David and Meyer Woolever, this is the sports guru, Randy Young, and welcome in to coverage of the Battle of the Black and Blue. Tonight, well, they say Ohio State and Michigan's the game. It has nothing on this one, my friends, as tonight it's the Panthers and the Blue Lions battling here at Miami Trace. It's the end of the regular season. Both squads pretty much know they're going to be going to the playoffs next week. A win, though, could possibly vault them up in the computer rankings and get them a home game next Friday night. But we'll have to wait and see how things play out across the state. We'll know that officially on Sunday afternoon. One of the storylines that's going to be going on tonight is, of course, for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Last week, you might notice that in the game against Chillicothe, the quarterback the Blue Lions, Gavin Kaufman, went down and did not play the last part of the contest, and he is currently has a arm cast that he's in, walking around. So his brother Mason will be taking over tonight, at least for the time being, as the starting quarterback for Washington Courthouse. Now, will that change the coaching philosophy for Coach Everson's squad, or will it not? We will only find out next 18 or 20 minutes when we have the kickoff and as the game progresses. Washington Courthouse comes in the game, 5-4 overall. Miami Trace, they enter the game, 5-4 overall. You can't get too much closer than that. When we come back, we'll tell you how we arrived up to this point for both the Blue Lions and the Panthers, as you're watching Fayette County Youth Sports right here on WCHC, Facebook, and YouTube TV.
Is your child transitioning from an infant to a convertible seat or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
All right, back here at Miami Trace High School as we're about 15 minutes away from the kickoff. PA announcer Dick Glass talking about, of course, the recent death of one of the Miami Trace's coaching giants, Randy Burnside. Randy, for 15 years, was coaching in this game, was an outstanding coach on the football team, was on baseball, and, of course, we had an opportunity to work with him, David, when we worked at the radio station on some different sports events. Great guy, and he's going to be greatly missed by his family. Washington Courthouse comes into the game. As we mentioned, they're 5-4 overall. They're tied with Miami Trace for third place in the FAC at 2-2. The Blue Lions come into the contest. They're averaging just a little over 28 points a game and giving up just about 29.5 points a contest. Believe it or not, they do better on the road than they do at home. So far this year, they're 3-1 away from Gardner Park, while they're only 2-3 at home. Season started off, of course, with that game against London back in August 18th. Man, that seemed like it was forever, doesn't it? If you folks might remember, we broadcast that contest, and everyone, before they even got to their seats, it was already 14-0 because London intercepted the first pass, ran it back for a touchdown. The second or third play, ball was fumbled, and London went in a few minutes later and scored again. And that pretty much set the entire tempo of the game that entire evening as Dave Everson's debut as the Blue Lions head coach kind of went by the wayside with that 62-14 loss. Then the Blue Lions went on the road. They won at Western Brown 39-20. Went up to Marion Franklin, won 42-6, and then made it 3 in a row as they hosted Buckeye Valley, winning 48-18. Then Monroe came into town, also another home contest, and another one of those weird games where the game was like 24-21. Courthouse just scored like midway in the third period, and Monroe, the Hornets, went on 24 straight points and ended up winning that one 48-21. Of course, Jackson came to town. Well, what can I say? It was Jackson. 49-21 loss. And then probably a shocker, they went down to Hillsboro on September 29th, and the Indians just totally dominated the game. They won by a final score of 36-6. In that contest, Austin Barrett, who leads one of the FAC and around this area with over 1,700 yards rushing, has got 9 straight games of over 100 yards rushing or more. Had in that contest 171 yards, 303 total rushing yards for the Indians. Meanwhile, McLean, they went down there and won 49-25 as Rocky Jones went for 170 yards and 4 touchdowns. So Blue Lions got the running tag going for 359. And then, of course, last week a shutout win over Chillicothe, but, of course, losing the services of quarterback Gavin Kaufman. Ladies and gentlemen, the play of our national anthem by the Miami Trace Band. All right, we continue now with our pregame comments. First, let's go down to the Miami Trace Panthers. As we mentioned, they come in the game with a 5-4 record. They started off the season August the 18th down at Waverly. Panther fans remember that one. That was where Waverly went for the 2-point conversion to win the game, and Miami Trace was able to knock the ball down at the goal line with seconds left to win that one 27-26. Then they came home to Wilmington, hosted Wilmington, lost a tough one 24-21. Then September 1st, the game that we did against Logan Elm, Aaron Walters, the quarterback, threw for 270 yards as Logan Elm dominated that second half of play, winning 41-20. In that second half, they had 243 yards in offense, but Miami Trace had 243 yards in offense, but was limited to 46 yards in the second half of play. Then they traveled down to Bethel Tate. Must be something about going on the road, because the Panthers are 4-1 this year away from the Tony's Welding Fabrication Stadium. They beat Bethel Tate 34-20, then beat Western Brown 63-31, despite the fact that the quarterback from Western Brown had over 400 yards in passing. Greenfield McLean helped chalk up their third consecutive win in the season and made them 4-2 at the time. 29-20 win over McLean. Then Jackson came into Miami Trace and won 42-13. Chillicothe 2 weeks ago, it was a 47-7 win by the Panthers. The defense gave up only 112 yards in total yardage to the Cavaliers. Then last week, a really heartbreaker down at Hillsboro, losing 14-13. They missed a 25-yard field goal with just under 6 seconds left in the game. It was the first time since 2018 that Hillsboro's beaten Miami Trace at Hillsboro. So, as you look at the schedule here, basically, Washington Courthouse has won easily or they've gotten blown out. Miami Trace, they've had 2 games where they've lost by 1 point and 3 points, and they won by a point. So they've been a little bit more tighter game. And again, as we mentioned before, tonight it'll be interesting to see how the Blue Lions respond after the injury to their starting quarterback, of course, Gavin Kaufman. We can tell you also that this is not the only game in the Frontier Athletic Conference tonight, as it's rivalry night. Greenfield and Hillsboro are doing battle, and they, of course, will be playing for the Rotary Cup, the 35th Rotary Cup. Hillsboro, I believe, has now beaten Greenfield 7 consecutive years in that game. And then, of course, we have Jackson and Chillicothe playing. Jackson, of course, has already clinched the league, or at least a tie. They're 4-0. Meanwhile, 3-1 is Hillsboro. Trace and Courthouse are 2-2. So, if for some reason Greenfield would end up upsetting Hillsboro tonight, and whichever team here wins, they would at least get a tie for second place. So we'll kind of keep an eye on those scores as well. We're just under 5 minutes or so from the start of this contest. As you can see, they're kind of pumping the music up, getting ready for the teams to come out. Of course, the winner of this game will win the Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy, and that will be presented tomorrow morning up at the Jeffersonville McDonald's restaurant. We will be on the Epifano Sports Network Facebook page and YouTube TV channel. And, of course, we'll take the air at 9 o'clock. We'll feed the winning team, talk to the winning coach, the assistant coach, and a couple of their players, and have the official trophy presentation. And this will be the 21st annual presentation of the McDonald's trophy. Miami Trace leads overall 12-8, but Courthouse has won 6 of the last 7. As we mentioned, Jeff Conroy won the first 6 years of the rivalry in the trophy. As you can see, the Panthers are coming out first here, which is kind of a little surprise. The Blue Lions making them wait, huh? So the Blue Lions are going to wait coming out here. So Trace over on the far side. Anyway, Conroy's got 6. Coach Williamson's got 6 as Courthouse is getting ready to come out. And then, of course, Corey Dye's got 2 for Courthouse and 1 for Jerry Williams 2 years ago. When we come back, we'll be ready for the battle of the black and blue. That's, of course, Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse. So stay with us right here on Facebook and the YouTube channel WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
The PACT Act is one of the largest health care and benefit expansions in the VA history. This new law expands and extends eligibility for VA health care and for veterans with toxic exposures, and also adds more than 20 presumptive conditions for burn pits and other toxic exposures, as well as more presumptive exposure locations for Agent Orange and radiation. If you are a veteran or a survivor of a veteran, please call the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment for PACT Act related benefits.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
All right, we're back here as both teams are now on the field getting ready to get set up for this opener period. Miami Trace will get ready to kick the ball off to the Blue Lions. And, of course, for Washington Courthouse, you have Mason Kaufman, Rocky Jones, and Ian Rogers Wright. And those will be the 3 guys that are going to probably do most of the groundwork tonight. This kick is way high, and it's really short. Ball at the 36, coming across midfield, and coming down will be Aiden Osborne, a freshman. So that kick was, I don't want to call it a turkey, but that's about what it was. It probably didn't go more than, 30 yards. So the ball from the 36 and the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions are going to be in excellent field position. It'll be first to 10 at the Miami Trace 39-yard line. So once again, your backfield will again be Mason Kaufman, the quarterback. You got Rocky Jones, Ian Rogers Wright will be in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Kaufman, Rogers White moves over to the slot. Fake handoff, roll to the right. Looking down, pass, good to Isaiah Haycock, and out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. So Kaufman comes out passing. It's a 9-yard pickup and to Haycock, and that will be short of the first down. make it a second and a short 2. And there comes the flags flying. Officials want to get into the action early, I guess. Of illegal procedure for the Blue Lions, so a 5-yard penalty. And so that brings the ball back to around the Panthers' 36-yard line. So that will make it second and about, I'd say about along 6. There's the snap, handoff, Jones, left side, whoa! He's met there beautifully by the defense of Miami Trace. And in on the tackle there for the Panthers was, I've got so many papers here, my friends, hang in there with Jaden Jones. So Jones in on the tackle. No pickup, by the way, on that carry. So bring up third and about along 6. So again, after a good start, after a short kickoff, Blue Lions got to see if they can take advantage of it. Fake handoff. Kaufman keeps it, comes around left end, and he's tripped up on the play by Miami Trace. And in on the tackle was Evan Malott, a junior for the Panthers. Pick up a maybe 1 on the play by Kaufman, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and around long 5 at the 35. So we're in 4th down territory right on the first possession. Empty backfield, triplets on the right, duo on the left. Pass in the flat, over the back, and the ball's bobbled and almost picked off by Miami Trace. Bryson Wallace, the defensive back, senior, had the ball in his hand and bobbled the ball and couldn't bring it in. So Washington Courthouse goes 3 and out and with a penalty, and now bring up 1st and 10, and the Panthers will take over at their own 35-yard line at the 9:36 mark here in the first period of play on a cold October night. Still, it's not all that bad. My phone says it's 54 degrees. We can stay up to the upper 40s by the time we get out here tonight, 10 o'clock. We'll say it's a success. Rain on and off throughout most of the day. Right now, it is clear. As clear as it can be at 7+ o'clock in the evening. Handoff. Asher LeBeau, the 1,000+ yard rusher for the Panthers. And they're going to give him 4 yards on that play. They'll bring up a second and about 6. LeBeau over 1,000 yards rushing. Kaufman was over 1,000 yards passing. Question is, both teams stick with that, what's got him here. Robin Ant, handoff to Asher. Right side, big hole, down close to midfield. And he's going to pick up there more than enough for a first down. A 10-yard pickup as Washington Courthouse in on the tackle was Charlie Eplin. So first down via the ground. Again, that was LeBeau on a 11-yard pickup. It's right just short of midfield, 1st and 10, as they're almost ready to go into the blue line territory. No score, we're just underway. Little bobble snap. Robinette pulls it back in, hands off. It's Asher on the left side, and now we got a late flag here. And the officials is pointing to the ground. So that will be, the ball will be at the 45, but again, a flag has been thrown by the officials. They're looking at Courthouse. Oh boy, that's a big one. Blue Lions, unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yarder. So that will be a first down via the penalty after LeBeau had picked up 5 yards on the ground, and that brings the ball all the way out to the 30-yard line. So, 2 penalties for 20 yards right off the bat for Washington Courthouse here in the first period of play. Just a little over 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. I formation. Robinette. Hands off. Asher up the middle. Asher goes to around the 25. That'll be another pickup of about 5 yards or so at the Courthouse. 25-yard line. So you got Asher going to the right. You got him going to the left. You got him going to the middle. So Asher with 4 carries so far. Four carries, 25 yards. Plus you add the 15 in there on the penalty. 2nd and 5. Robinette back to pass. Looks down. Open. Good touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Guest. Garrett was all along by himself. Nobody was around. And Mr. Guest will bring it in from 25 yards, a touchdown. And that score comes at the 7:31 mark here in the first quarter. Again, a 25-yard pass from Robinette to Guest. And it's 6-0 Miami Trace. And again, that penalty helped set that up just a few moments ago. So, Ian Mavis will get ready to kick the PAT. We saw him earlier this week on the soccer team, and that PAT is good, and we got a timeout. Our score at the 7:31 mark, Miami Trace 7, Courthouse Zip. You're watching the Battle of Fayette County here on WCHC, Facebook, and YouTube. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Are you or is someone you know struggling with mental health? On Saturday, September 23rd, join the Fayette County Suicide Prevention Coalition to be or to find a light in the dark. A glow walk to promote suicide prevention and awareness will take place on Saturday, September 23rd, 2023 at 7:30 p.m. at the Washington High School track. This will be an opportunity to give support and resources or to provide support for others. Let's light up the night to help our friends, our family, or ourselves find a way out of the dark. For more information or to register, visit the Fayette County Public Health website at fayecohd.org.
Mavis with the kickoff, and who on the go? It is Kaufman. He's across the 50, 40, down to around the 30-yard line. He caught that ball at just about the 12, so that's a 38, 48, almost a 56-yard return on the kickoff by Mason Kaufman. And Washington Courthouse is again in excellent field position, guys. 1st and 10 at the Miami Trace 32-yard line. Wow. I'm going to say the way these games have gone the last couple of years, don't get all excited if a team gets behind by a score or two, right? We've seen too many comebacks over the years. So a 52-yard kickoff return here in the first quarter. I want to make a note of that. Comes at the 7:20 mark. High snap, Kaufman under heavy pressure. He rolls out to his right. There's the throw down, and it's wide, and it's out of bounds. And Blue Lion receiver was Brayson Self, a 5'11" senior. He was hollering at the official. He was held, but the official says, I didn't see anything. Kaufman, 1 for 3 in the passing department for 9 yards. He completed his first pass to Haithcock, Isaiah that is, earlier. Clock stops after the incomplete pass. 7:13, 2nd and 10, ball at the Panther 32-yard line. Kaufman, late pitch, and whoa! He's not going anywhere as Rocky Jones on a late pitch gets hammered by Miami Trace. And I believe that was Walter Gillespie, number 15, in on that. So that will be a loss of about 6 yards on the play to Jones. I'll bring up a 3rd and long. They're going to say it was only a loss of 4 yards, so that's what we'll make it. And it's now 3rd down and 14 at the 36-yard line. Snuck up the front, and grabbing was Jones, trying to pull him down. He didn't get the tackle, but he gave an assist there as coming up to get the tackle for the Miami Trace Panthers from the secondary was Cooper Enix, the talented sophomore for the Panthers. So that will bring up 4th and about 10 as Mason got the 4 yards back that Jones had lost earlier. And again, they haven't tried any kicking this year as far as field goals, so Coach Iverson said, we're going to go for it. It's 4th down territory. There's a snap. Kaufman, screen. Jones, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. So a 32-yard screen pass from Kaufman to Rocky Jones. And it comes at the 5:37 mark. And my friends, it's now 7-6. I told you don't go away. This could come down, David, like the last 4 years. Who has the ball last, to be honest with you. So, the Blue Lions will get ready to go for the PAT. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up. And it is good. And let's see. I'm trying to catch the number of the young man. It says number 20, and I don't have a number 20 on my roster. Sorry about that. But number 20 made the PAT. So, 5:37 left in the first period of play. Our score, Miami Trace 7, Courthouse 7. You're watching the Battle of Fayette County here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you are interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Okay, we're back here at Miami Trace. Seven ball game after the 32-yard screen pass play to Jones. Squibbler almost hit one of the Trace players, finally downing it at about the Trace 39. And that's Trace's number 20, and that is Evan Colgrove, a junior for the Panthers. So, Panthers will have their second possession. Again, they held Washington Courthouse. And the first possession, took the ball down, got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty when they got across midfield that helped set up their first score. Robinette, Asher, and goes down to the left. What'd you say? Caden Justice, number 20. Thank you, my listener friends. I want to make sure we recognize him. Caden Justice, number 20. So thank you for those that are viewing us. Appreciate that. Meanwhile, pick up a 5 yards for Mr. LeBeau. Brings up a second 5 at the Panther 39-yard line. Snap. Robinette hands off LeBeau. And that time he's going to be just a little short, it looks like, from here. It's going to be about a yard, so we'll give him a 4-yard pickup on that. And I'll bring up third and about 1 yard play coming up for team. Okay, they got Caden, number 17, on the roster. We'll make sure we get that corrected and make sure he gets recognized. Hopefully he'll get a chance to do some more of that for the Blue Lions tonight for his team. Meanwhile, handoff. Whoa, that's going to be close. They're going to give him the forward motion, 2 yards. That was all a leaner there. So, carry there, gets him 2. So I'll bring up a first down, another one by the Russian attack. Handoff. Again, it's LeBeau. He might have got about a yard plus. And on the tackle for the Blue Lions was Charles Souther, 6'3" senior. He's a good one, folks. Boy, it's been a pleasure to watch him in his career. So 2-yard pickup there, again by LeBeau. Second and a long 8 coming up. So we're at about the 3-minute mark, and well, it's been a pretty quick moving first period, guys. As he says to everyone that's out there watching or listening, to no one in particular. Robinette pitches it, LeBeau, around the right side. He's around midfield. He'll be in Blue Line territory, and will be a little bit short of that first down. So LeBeau will pick up about, they're going to mark it at around the courthouse 49. So that's giving him a pickup there of about, 5? He'll make it a 3rd and 3. This might be a time for Trace may go for a pass. Nope. Robinette's going to keep it. He cuts up the middle, and he weaves and bobs his way through and gets across the courthouse 45 down to around the 43. So Robinette, with his first carry, picks up another first down, as that one was for about 6-7 yards. So that will bring up a 1st and 10, ball at the courthouse 42, as we're at about the 2-minute mark here in the first period of play. 7-7 score in case you're just tuning in. Both teams have scored off long pass plays. Guess and Jones have been the 2 receivers. Hands off, LeBeau, spin, move. Bunch of Blue Lions stacking him up. He may have picked up a yard on the play. And they're going to give about 10 guys from the courthouse defense in there on the assist. Let's give the main tackle to Miguel Utera, okay, number 44. He was one of the first guys there. So pickup of about a yard. I'll bring up 2nd and 9 as we're at the courthouse 41. And we've just got under 90 seconds left here in the first period of play in a 7-7 ball game. Robinette fakes the handoff, now rolls to his right. He's got a big hole down that right side. Smartly gets up. Oh, no, I cannot believe that. Why would you do that? Absolutely inexcusable there. A defensive play by Washington Courthouse. He was clearly out of bounds, and they pushed him out of bounds. Wow. And that's going to add another 15 yards. And that is 15. That's Logan Presley. He's a senior. He should know better. He was clearly out of bounds. So it was see where they're going to mark the ball at here. They're going to put the 15. So give a pickup to Robinette for 11 yards. That is a first down via the rush. And then Courthouse gets another 15 yards penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct. It's 1st and 10, ball at the Courthouse 15. Handoff, LeBeau, right side. Might have picked up a yard or two on the play. And in all the play was Utera. Huh? You're right. You're silly. It's not snowing. What are you talking about? Oh, mercy, David. It's Courthouse Trace. It rains. It don't snow, bud. Well, it's Pumpkin Show weekend, so who knows what's going to happen weather-wise. Snap. Pass out of the backfield, all alone. Asher. A 12-yard touchdown pass from Trey Robinette to Mr. Asher, and we got yet another score here. So 2 passes and 2 touchdowns. Trey's really padding the stats on that one, isn't he? Nobody picked him up coming out of the backfield. Trey rolled to his right, saw Asher all alone, dumps the pass off to him, comes with 15 seconds left in the first period, and that again was a 12-yard TD pass. Mavis will get ready. There's the snap, there's the kick, it's up, and it is good. So, with a timeout on the field, 15 seconds left in the first period played, and yet another major Courthouse penalty set up a score. It is now 14-7, Miami Trace leads. You're watching the Battle of Fayette County right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leella Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
15 seconds left in the first period. We've already got 3 scores in the contest. Mavis will get ready to kick it off at the 40. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday night. And that's his 3rd kickoff, and that is another one that, wow, that goes out of bounds at the 30. Penalty, so they'll get it at the 35, I'd assume. It's kind of unusual because okay, so Miami Trace will be charged with the 5-yard penalty, and with the kick out of bounds. So the Blue Lions, this is their worst field position they've had. The other 2 have been in Trace territory. They have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35. Again, 15 seconds left here in the first period of play. 14-7. Panthers. Handoff, trying to come out to the outsides. Jones, there's 5 yards. There's 10 yards, maybe 11. Gets it out to the 46. So that will be a first down, and that is the first down for the Blue Lions today. Clock will stop at the 7-second. Now they'll start winding her down, so that should be the last play of the first period of play as Mason Kaufman, who's filling in for his brother, who hurt his shoulder last week against Chillicothe, is coming over to the bench, and that ends the first period of play. So after the first quarter, our score, it is Miami Trace 14 and Washington Courthouse 7. We have a timeout on the field. We'll be back with second quarter play-by-play in a moment. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line after getting that first down by Jones's run. Kaufman fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. He's past the line of scrimmage. He's got to go for it. He gets knocked out of bounds. And now the Blue Line fans, they want a late hit. They're not going to get that one. That was not that obvious, to be honest with you. So that's a pickup there of about 7 yards. Check at, make it 6 yards. So Kaufman with a 6-yard carry. And they'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Don't forget, the winner of this game tomorrow will receive officially the Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy at the Jeffersonville McDonald's at 9 a.m. You'll be able to see it on the Epifano Sports Network Facebook and YouTube channel. Jones with the handoff. Rocky gets it about a yard or two. I'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3, it looks like, as the ball's going to be placed at the 47. First down is right inside the 45. Let's give him 3rd and 3. We'll change that and give Rocky a 1 yard on the carry. And now a timeout by Washington Courthouse. So there's a timeout on the field. We'll take one real quick. 10:34 left in the first half of play. It's Miami Trace 14, Washington Courthouse 7. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Kaufman on a quarterback keeper right up the left side, and he might have picked up maybe another yard or two. And once again, Washington Courthouse will be faced with a 4th down situation. Once they didn't make it, the second time they scored a touchdown. So ball will be at the Trace 45, and it will be 4th and 1. Wow, big play here. 14-7, Trace with the lead. Kaufman sets, keeps it, goes forward, and oh my goodness, he got more than enough. He picked up about 4 yards on that. He got behind that right side of the line there and really got a good push by his lineman, and just a great play there by the Blue Lions. And that will bring up now a 1st and 10 after the pickup. So that will be the second first down. Both have come on this drive by the Blue Lions. At the 40, Kaufman, he's back. He's going to go long. This is going to be short. It's in the air. Ball's knocked down, and whoa. I could tell that from here, David. That was going to be short, and smartly, Washington Courthouse, Noah Haithcock alertly smacked the ball down to prevent Miami Trace from possibly picking that pass off. So now, of course, if Trace had intercepted it, it wouldn't have been a good defensive play. But at least at that time, it did work by Noah. So he prevented an interception, and he'll bring up 2nd and 10 as the Blue Lions were trying to open up the defense for the Panthers a little bit by going long. Kaufman, he rolls to his left, Stop. He's under heavy pressure. He's going to get hold down. No, gets rid of it. Nice pass off to Noah Haithcock, who just made a good play, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now we got a late flag on the sideline in front of the Blue Lion bench. So let's see what happens there. That will be that pass only was 3 yards, but he was back around midfield when he threw it. And Jones was able to pick up 3 yards. There's going to be a dead ball foul against Miami Trace now. So we're going to take the 10, 15-yard penalty on the Panthers. So that will be their second penalty of the game. That also will give Washington Courthouse a first down, as the pass was only good for about 3 yards on the play to Noah Haithcock. So with that, the ball goes all the way down to around the 20-yard line. 8:44, first half. Handoff. No, Kaufman keeps it left side. Ball tripped up there by Miami Trace, and shooting the gap and coming up with a big play on defense once again is Evan Malott. We've called his name a few times already. And, of course, don't forget, after the game, we'll be announcing an Epiphana McDonald star of the game, both from Washington Courthouse and both from Miami Trace. So keep that in mind, all right? Clock continues to roll. Pickup of only a yard on the play by Kaufman. They'll bring up second and about 9. Kaufman in the shotgun. Fakes handoff to Jones, goes up the middle, sees a big opening, he gets inside the 9-yard line, it looks like, but that will be more than enough for another first down by Kaufman, and that will be a pickup unofficially of around, what are they marking it at, guys? At the 8, 9, closer to 9. We'll give him a 10-yard pickup, give him another first down. So Kaufman is kind of carrying the ball a little bit. In the offensive unit, he's thrown 3 passes. He's 3 out of 6 so far, by the way, for a touchdown and for 44 yards. And did Courthouse call another timeout? Yeah, Courthouse calls yet another timeout. They've only got 1 left. Let's just keep it here, David. So Courthouse calls their second timeout. First and goal, ball will be at the 8-yard line when they come out of the huddle. Again, both teams have made some big penalties. We had a late hit, Courthouse, and then we had a personal foul. Then we had Trace with a personal foul on this drive here. So far, all 3 touchdowns have been set up by their opponent's penalties. And if Courthouse would go in to score on this one, they can look back on that penalty from Trace and say the same thing. Kaufman rolls to his right, looking down in the end zone, pass, and it is good. Touchdown. Touchdown by Washington Courthouse. And that is, I'm having problems picking up the number, guys. Help me out here. Number 10. Yeah. No, that's number 30. That'd be Isaiah Haithcock. So Haithcock with a touchdown catch. I apologize. The number is way on the other side, and I had trouble picking it up. There's the kick. That one is good by Caden Jenkins. And we got a tie ball game. 7:28 left here in the first half of play. Our score, Miami Trace 14, Washington Courthouse 14. You're watching the Battle of Fayette County here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Hello, I'm Valerie with the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and we are reaching out to veterans and their families to see if we can help acquire their VA benefits. Whether it be claim work, transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments, temporary financial assistance, help obtaining your military records, or many other services, please reach out to us. Our phone number is 740-335-1610, and we are located in Washington Courthouse at 133 South Main Street, Suite 404. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Please give us a call and see how we can best assist our hometown heroes.
Caden Jenkins will get ready to kick the ball off for the Blue Lions. 7:28. So (14-14). There's the kick. And goes a little squibbler. And that will be picked up at about the 10-yard line. Picking that up will be Cody Gibbs. And Gibbs will bring it all the way back out to around the 35-yard line. So Cody Gibbs with the kickoff return. So that will put it 1st and 10. Miami Trace will have the ball at the 35-yard line. .7:21 left here in the first half of play. Basically, it's been running, and then a little pass here and there by both teams. In motion is Guest, keeper by Robinette, and the Blue Lion interior defense said, we're not buying that, so you guys can go back to the drawing board. As shooting the gap and coming up with the play for Washington Courthouse was Tremaine Lindsay, a 360-pound junior. Yeah, it'd be hard to kind of move him probably a little bit, wouldn't it? I'm not making fun of him. I'm a big guy too, so. But he's got good feet there. Stayed his ground and made the tackle. No gain on the play, by the way. It's Robinette. There's the snap, handoff, left side. Asher gets a good hole there, and we'll pick up about, let's give him close to 8 yards on that one. So I've got Asher with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 carries. 52 yards. I had count out loud there, folks. Sorry about that. That's that Circle Bowl education I got. Well, at least I'm not using Common Core math, brighten it out. Handoff. Again, it's Asher. Whoa, big hole. Spins. He's in territory of the opposition as he got that. And that one will go from the 42 down to around the 39. That's 11 plus 8. That's 19 yards by LeBeau. That's his biggest pickup of the contest. And it's 1st and 10 at the Courthouse 39. So what did I tell you? He had what? 40-some yards? Double it with that. 6 first downs for Trace, 5 of them via the ground, 1 by penalty. Oh, a good trap play there. That time will be Evan Malott on the carry. Panthers kind of throwing it off a little bit. Pick up about 9 yards. I got Malott, that's his first carry. Ball at the Blue Line 30-yard line. We're just under 5 minutes here in the first half of play. Low snap. Robinette goes to Asher. Goes over to the left side. And we'll pick up about another 5 yards. As in on the tackle was Gabriel Perez. What you got, buddy? Isaac Hood, number 10. Okay, I started to say that, and yeah, I couldn't tell either. It was a 30 or 10, so thank you again. So the touchdown pass, we will make sure that Hood gets credited for that on the TD for Washington Courthouse. You folks are sharp tonight. We love it. Thank you.
Trevor's probably here somewhere watching.
Yeah. Ball is carried there. Again by LeBeau. And I'll bring up yet another 5. You know, LeBeau gets about 5 yards here, 5 yards there. It doesn't take him long to get that first down. Yeah, folks could be watching the broadcast at home and have sharper eyes than the big guy here. Robinette under pressure. He's getting sacked. Dropped for a big loss there. And that, of course, is man. Yes, number 50, Charlie Souther. I got that number memorized. Souther with a big quarterback sack. And that will be a loss there of, looks like about 5 yards on the play. So, go make a note of that. Souther with the sack. We're under 3 minutes. Courthouse trying to bend but not break. Labo again, and again, picks up only just a few yards. And once again on the tackle for the Blue Lions is Isaiah Haithcock, number 30. He's one of, I think, 4 or 5 Blue Lions that go both ways. So a pickup of 2 by LeBeau. David, you're right, Brian. It might be spitting snow here now. 4th and 13. Trace is going to go for it. Roll to the right. Come to the left. Almost sacked in the backfield. Gets rid of it. Lobs the pass. It's good. To Guest, and he can't hold on to it. Wow. Mr. Guest had the ball. Check at Cooper Enix. That was 6. Yeah, that was 6. So Cooper Enix had the ball in his hand and just couldn't bring it in. So an incomplete pass. That's Robinette's first incomplete pass for the day, to be honest with you. Now we got the Blue Lions taking over, right? And that will stop the clock at exactly 2 minutes. And the ball will be at the 28-yard line. And we're waiting on the Blue Lion offense to come out. So a big defensive stop there by Washington Courthouse. They've got 2 minutes, and they got 72 yards. If they want to see if they can go into the locker room with the lead, because once again it's starting to spit. We don't know if it's rain, snow, or whatever. So, 1st and 10 for the Blue Lions. Kaufman in the shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, rolls around to the left side, and he strings it out, and Trace finally is forced out of bounds there by Miami Trace, as both Branson Wallace, number 7, and number 17, Malachi Jones, strung that play out some. So they're going to give a 4-yard pickup for Kaufman. And that will bring up a 2nd and 6 with under 2 minutes left here. The bands, we'll have them at halftime. We'll have stats, and we'll try to have some scores for you. That's all coming up in the Kirk's Furniture halftime show in just a little bit. Stay with us. Kaufman rolling to his right, looking downfield. There's a pass. Oh, loaded, can't hold on to it. Oh, my goodness. Antonio McCauliffe is not able to pull it in. McCauliffe. Ball is in his hand, couldn't hold it in. Nobody was around him. he had plenty of real estate. And I'll tell you, that is one that senior Antonio will remember. That will bring up a 3rd and 6. Mason Kaufman right now is 4 out of 7 unofficially with 1 touchdown. There's the snap. Going back. Kaufman under pressure. Looking. Now comes right. Now he fumbles the ball. He picks it up, and then he's sacked for a big loss. Mason Kaufman had the ball, was looking around. He wanted to pass the ball as he went from left to right. He fumbled the ball. He picked it up, and then he got hammered and dropped for a loss. Wow. And that will be Nicholas Ferens, I believe, number 58, was in on that tackle there. So a fumble, but a recovery by Mason. That stops the clock at 1:33. They're going to put the ball at the 29-yard line. So that will be a loss of 8 yards. They'll make it 4th and 14. I don't really think you can charge him with a carry there, can you? Since he fumbled the ball. He got hit as soon as he got the ball back, so my stats, I'm not counting now as a carry. It's just a fumble recovery. So, Washington Courthouse is going to have to punt the ball. There's the snap. Left-handed kicker. That being Matthew Colflesh. And it's caught at the 35-yard line by number 35, Cody Gibbs. So the Panthers get the ball back after the fumble by Kaufman that he recovered. So 1st and 10 at the Trace 35. About 90 seconds left. So now you're tied at 14-14. Your Miami Trace, you're doing a pretty good job running the ball. You just try to see what you can get yardage, or do you try to score here? Remember, we're playing on AstroTurf, so the weather's not going to be a factor. Robinette rolls slightly to the left, and whoa, miscommunication there as Panthers' Garrett Guest, the 6'4" senior, he did a little square in, and I think Robinette expected him to do he squared out, and I think he was expecting a square in. That was it. So, an incomplete pass. So after completing his first 2 passes for touchdowns, Robinette's missed his last 2. He'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 1:22 left in the first half of play. 14-14 in case you're just tuning in. If you're in-house, staying warm, well, we're glad that you're having us with you here. Robinette, boy, I think somebody mixed up, and now he fumbles the ball, and I believe the Blue Lions might have it. Courthouse may have the ball. They do. They recovered a fumble. Robinette, it slipped out of his hands. And, well, 44 is the one that's doing the celebrating. That'd be Weston Dawes. But also, check it. Wrong team. Courthouse, that was Charlie Souther. Was number 50 there. Who did I say, 44? That was Miguel Utera. So Utera will get the fumble recovery. So that is, both teams have fumbled the ball, but this time Courthouse recovers. Courthouse has the ball at the Trace 28-yard line with 1:15 left here in the first half of play. There's the snap. Kaufman fakes. There's the throw. It's to Haithcock. No, threw him a little bit long. Haithcock was on a streak pattern, and he kept going. He didn't stop. So overthrown pass by Kaufman, and I'll bring up a 2nd down. Ball will be back again at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 10. I see a slight breeze at the end zones there. It's blowing right to left. Fake handoff once again. Kaufman rolls to his left, looks down, short pass, and that'll be Rogers right, and he'll get down to around the 20-yard line. So that will be a pickup of about 8 yards to Rogers White. And that'll bring up another down. And quickly, they're going to have to get ready to get lined up here. And clock running. Kaufman, he's going to start to take off. He's on the right side, spins, across the 15, down to around the 12-yard line. A 9-yard pickup by Kaufman on the run, and that's another first down. And that will be a timeout called by the Blue Lions, I believe. And if it is, that will be their third one of the half. Let's take a quick break. 33 seconds left. 14-14, Blue Lions on the roll as you're watching the Battle of Fayette County right here on WCHC. All right, we're right back here. 33 seconds left. 1st and 10, ball will be marked officially at the 13. So that was an 8-yard pickup by Kaufman. After the Utera fumble recovery. Kaufman goes to the end zone, pass up, knocked out. As the pass was attempted to Isaiah Haithcock. Haithcock coming in tonight's game and caught 6 touchdown passes. So Jones has got 1 and Hood's got 1 so far. Thanks to the eagle eyes of one of our viewers. They've also helped us on the naming the kicker. So we appreciate all that, and we hope you're enjoying the broadcast. David's looking at the numbers, and it's unbelievable how many folks we got tuned in. We appreciate it. There's a snap. Kaufman rolls to his right, sees a man in the end zone, can't get it to him. He keeps it down to the 5, and he's in bounds, and the clock's going to keep rolling. 16 seconds left. Kaufman will pick it up, and he's got to hurry up and get back to the end zone. To the line of scrimmage, so they can get a chance to go to the line. He's going to have to clock it real quick or something. He does, and that stops the clock with 5 seconds. Courthouse had used all their timeouts. In fact, all 3 of them come here in the second period of play, so they didn't have one to spare. So the ball will be replaced, 2nd and goal at the 5 after the 6-yard carry by Kaufman. So come down 3rd and 2. I guess they're going to give him 8 yards on the carry previously. Meanwhile, Coach Williams is out talking to the officials. And I'm not sure exactly what he was saying to the officials, but whatever it was, he's had his say. And the Blue Lions, after downing the ball on a 3rd and 2 at the 5, will probably have time for one more play here in the half. Kaufman rolls to his left, looks for Jones, sack in the backfield. Big sack there by Miami Trace. Cooper Enix with the quarterback sack, dropped him for a loss of about 14 yards on that, and that's going to go down on the stat book. So a quarterback sack by Cooper Enix ends the first half of play. And so we said both teams are 5 and 4. Both are averaging about the same number in offense and defense. And, well, here we go. It's tied at 14-14 at the half. We'll take a break. We come back. The Kirk's Furniture halftime show's coming up. including featuring the Panther Band and the Blue Line Band. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you are interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
The Reproductive Health and Wellness Clinic at Fayette County Public Health offers extended hours once a month. Clients will see a certified nurse practitioner who can prescribe birth control, perform gynecological exams, and test for sexually transmitted infections. To schedule or for more information, call Fayette County Public Health at 740-335-5910.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours, open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays.
Halftime performance here at Miami Trace. It's halftime. It's 14-14 is your score between the Blue Lions and also the Miami Trace Panthers. Basically, when it comes right down to it, penalties help set up all 4 touchdowns, to be honest with you. Both teams, we'll have stats here in just a few minutes, but neither team is, to be honest with you, when you start figuring out what the stats are, is really totally dominating as far as the offense. Both teams, Courthouse early had 2 excellent field positions and had short ground. They could not convert, and then on the second time on a 4th down play, they were able to go ahead and score on a 32-yard pass. Miami Trace, meanwhile, they had fairly decent field position, but got helped out by a couple penalties as well. So that's kind of where we're at this point. Real quickly, while we're waiting on Miami Trace, I've been trying to write down some scores here for you. So just give me about one more second, and I think we'll just go ahead and use what we've got here. First of all, taking a look in the FAC, I think we can pretty much say Jackson's going to win the title outright. Hillsborough was 1 game back, but needed Chillicothe to beat Jackson, and then Hillsborough to beat Greenfield. Score at the half, Jackson 34, Chillicothe nothing. I think that pretty much decides it, wouldn't you say? Meanwhile, around the area, we got Germantown Valley View is beating Waynesville 20-14. We've got London beating Urbana 28-7. Logan Elm is beating undefeated Hamilton Township 13-0. It is Bell Fountain 28, Kenton Ridge nothing. Blanchester over East Clinton 12-7. Benton County over Wellston 41-0. And West Liberty Salem over I can't even read my writing. West Liberty Salem's winning 41-0 there, Dave, whoever they're playing, all right? So we'll have all the scores for you on Fayette 43160 or Facebook page, and also on FayetteCam.org on our website a little bit later on this evening. Let's go down the field right now. Let's pick up some of the Panther marching band.
Seniors want to party all the time.
Well, the halftime performance is ended by the Miami Trace Panther band. You, of course, heard a little bit earlier the Washington Courthouse band, so we hope you folks enjoyed that. I know it's kind of hard sometimes to pick them up because they're basically facing the home side where we're over on the visitors, but hopefully you can pick up little bits and pieces of them. Try to make sure we salute those young people as well as they work hard to put on a good halftime show. 14-14. We come back after this from Kirk's Furniture. We'll run down some stats and much more. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
Back here at Miami Trace, down on the field, Nick Epifano is sponsoring the game, of course, with the trophy and also with the halftime presentation. Is presenting $500 scholarship to each school, and then also a scholarship, or I should say monetary donation, to both schools' athletic boosters and also to their band boosters. So, thanks to Mr. Epifano for his support of both Washington Courthouse and Miami Trace. Of course, tomorrow will be the presentation of the Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy at the Jeffersonville McDonald's, 9 o'clock airtime on the Epifano Sports Network and also on YouTube channel. Which team will be? We don't know yet. We're still tied. It's 14-14. Real quickly, first half stats. Again, these are all unofficial. I had for Washington Courthouse, I had Mason Kaufman 5 for 10 in the passing department for a total of 60 yards, and he has thrown for 2 touchdowns. He has thrown a 32-yard touchdown pass to Jones and also a 5-yard touchdown pass to Hood. And the PATs by Caden Jenkins has both been good, so that's where we're at 14. Rushing attack, well, it was going pretty good until that big quarterback sack there toward the end of the first half when Connor Enix got a 14-yard loss charge against Mason Kaufman. So overall, Washington Courthouse, 16 rushing attempts for only a net 29 yards. That means now that Courthouse has ran a total of 26 plays for a total of net 89 yards. First downs, 4 via the ground, 1 penalty, 3 penalties for 35 yards. They have had a fumble but recovered it in the game. Miami Trace, meanwhile, Trey Robinette, his first 2 passes went for touchdowns. He's missed the last 2, so he's 2 for 4 overall for a total of 37 yards. His pass is going to Guest for 25 yards and a 12-yard pass to Asher LeBeau. In the rushing department, we have Asher LeBeau, 14 carries, 78 yards. Robinette, 4 carries, 12 yards. Malott, 1 carry, 7 yards. That's a total of 14 rushing attempts. Check it, make it 19 rushing attempts for 96 yards. When it's all said and done, you get net yards. Miami Trace has ran a total of 23 offensive plays for 133 yards. So Trace has only 133 yards in the first half on 23 plays. Courthouse 26 plays and 89 yards. But again, you take that 14 and put it back in there, and they're not that far off. 6 first downs for Miami Trace on the ground, 1 by penalty, 2 penalties overall for 20 yards. Miami Trace has fumbled the ball once. They have lost it, and that was recovered by Miguel Urtera. So it's halftime, 14-14. Both teams have come out. the locker room and getting loosened up and getting ready to go. And this has been the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. All right. So we're just about ready to begin this second half. I looked at the clock. The band started playing at 8 o'clock, real time. That's that's almost unusual. Because usually the halftime doesn't even start to 8:15 or 8:20, but it would start at 8. And it's now 8:20, and we're getting ready to start the second half. So we'll see what happens. So once again, it'll be Washington Courthouse. We'll get ready to kick off. Freshman Caden Justice for the Blue Lions, kicking off the second half. That rolls, and did he touch it? And it's going to be in the end zone. They're going to down it. As there for a second, it looked like Julian Baker got a hand on it, but unfortunately pulled it back quick enough. So the kickoff back in the end zone, so they'll bring it all the way back out to the 20-yard line as we get things started here in the second half by a play. Along with Dave Meyer, Woolever, Randy Young, thank you so much, and thanks to all of our great community supporters who've been with us all fall season long. Believe it or not, basketball starts in just a little bit, about a month or so from now. We'll talk more about that later on. There's the snap. Robinette. There's the Asher. He's across the 30, the 40, midfield. And he's going to finally be forced out of bounds at around the 34, 35-yard line. So, a 45-yard run by Mr. LeBeau gets things started off here in the second half. Again, he had over 1,000-some yards rushing. In fact, he's probably closer to 1,200 because that was back in the, I think the Chillicothe game when he went over 1,000 yards, and he had some last night. Handoff. Miami Trace coming through will be Jaden Armstrong, a 5'4" freshman. So Armstrong, number 30. Didn't have that down as one of our carriers. Pick up of 4 yards for Armstrong. Make it 2nd and 6. Robinette has been in the shotgun practically the whole season. Handoff. There's a bow. Big opening right side. Check it. That's going to be Julian Baker, number 3, that carried the ball. So Baker, the ball carrier, as Coach Williams subbing a little bit here. So I'll bring the ball to around the 24-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down. Another one on the ground. Pickup of 8, by the way, for Baker. There's the snap. Again, Baker, left side, slows it up and then spins, and finally will be brought down by several Blue Lion players. Let me see here. See Ian Rogers right, number 4 in there, and it looks like number 58, Donnell Tresser, in on that one. So no gain on the play by Baker. His second carry of the contest. Once again, it's Baker right up the middle. Good hole right behind the center. And he got down to around the 11-yard line. So that will be more than enough for the first down. So 1st and 10, another first down for Miami Trace. Their third on this opening drive of the second half. They're basically said, we're just going to run right at you, Courthouse. If you want to get the ball, you're going to stop us. Baker again, left side, little spin move, and a fumble. A fumble on the play, Courthouse recovers. Another fumble on the play. Blue Lions, I believe that was Charlie Eplin, number 1, that made the fumble recovery. So another fumble recovery by the Blue Lions, and Washington Courthouse will have it. We'll check it. Number 16's holding the ball for the Blue Lions. That's Gabriel Perez. So it's Perez. Make that correction. It's Perez, number 16, that had the fumble recovery. So it'll be 1st and 10. Courthouse will have the ball at the 6. Baker got twisted around. And when he got twisted around, somebody just kind of came up and punched at the ball, and he couldn't hold on to it, and it went down, and Courthouse recovers. And again, unofficially, we said it was Perez. Handoff, Kaufman, spin, and he's going to be lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. As Trace putting on the defensive wall there. They're going to give him a couple yards. So they're going to give Kaufman, looks like 3. Yep. So, no, check it. Make it a loss of 2. They keep moving the ball on me here, folks. So that's a loss of 2. I'll make it 2nd and 12. Ball at the 4-yard line. Courthouse with their back against the end zone. Kaufman. There's a reverse. Handoff right to left, and trying a little fancy play by the Blue Lions on a reverse there. Does not work, as that was Ian Wright. He was in the slot. He came around, and he lost about another 2 yards. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 13 at around the 3. So give him a loss of 1 on the play. Well, you don't want to pass it this deep in the end zone if you're back against the end zone like this, but 3 and 13, if you're Courthouse, you want to maybe just try to get out of the red zone. Oh, jumping off sides. And look, that was like Nicholas Ferentz, number 58. And I think he knew it as soon as he moved. So an offsides on Miami Trace. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And that will now make it 3rd and about 8 at about the 8. Well, this might give you a little passing room if you're Kaufman. There's the snap. He's in the end zone. Lobs it. He gets it to Jones. Rocky across the 15 and 20. Whoa, my goodness. Did he get laid out? My goodness, what a tackle there by Evan Malott. He came out of nowhere, and I mean, he laid Jones out. But it's going to be more than enough for the first down, as that ball gets all the way out to around the 20-yard line. So that will be a 12-yard pickup on the pass play to Jones. And it be a first down via the passing. That was almost like that screenplay they had the touchdown on there, David. We might see Courthouse come back to it again. So 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Kaufman. Handoff. Jones comes to the right side. Big hole. 30, 35, 40, 45, and he finally goes out of bounds at around the 46, 47-yard line. So Jones, well, they've been waiting for Rocky to explode for a big one, and he got that one there, 26-yarder. Another first down. So 26-yarder there by Jones on the carry. Well, he had 16 yards in the first. Check at it. He had a minus 6-yard carry there. Did 4, so 12, 8. So he had about 8 to 10 yards that he doubled his total at halftime. 7:03 left here in the third period. Courthouse off after the turnover. Jones. Trace is trying now to peel the ball a little bit. Jones puts both arms around it, and they get into Trace territory down to the 49. Pick up a 5 on the play by Jones. So 2 carries and 31 yards so far for Jones just in this third period. Second 5 coming up. Courthouse inside the Trace territory. Kaufman over to the right flat. That's to right, and that's going to be more than enough for the first down. They needed 5. They picked up 6. So good rollout there, and just a little simple go down and turn around, and that was a good pass there to Ian Wright. So another first down via the pass, and that will bring up a 1st and 10 at the Trace 40, that's between the 42 and 43. Quick movement clock. We're already 6 minutes into the third period of play. There's the snap. Handoff, and I don't think he's going any place as Jones was brought back. And if he got a yard, he'll be lucky. And that was tackled there by, I believe that was Gillespie, number 15. So they're not going to give him any gain on that carry. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 43-yard line. Technically, you've lost a half a yard, but they're not going to count it, I guess. 2 in the backfield. Fake handoff. Kaufman up the middle. And he's brought down once again. Evan Malott once again in on the tackle. He might have picked up a yard or 2. Well, that official's not giving him anything, hardly. He'll give him a yard. So, yard pickup there. And they'll bring up a 3rd and 9. So far on defense for Trace, Malott. His name's been mentioned a lot, hasn't it? Gillespie. Enix. Courthouse. Kaufman. He keeps it behind the left guard, and he picks up a yard or 2. He's going to be lucky. And that link set is going to be number 63 for Miami Trace. That'll be Tyler Stevens, a sophomore, in on the tackle. And that'll bring up about another yard. 4th down, and we have an official's timeout. Got it looks like an injured player, or at least shaken up on the field. And I believe that's going to be, that's Kaufman. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in a moment. It's 14-14, 4:10 left in the third, right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to in our center base program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
It's next man up. Mason Kaufman shaken up. He does walk off. He's on the sideline. And Aiden Osborne, a freshman, 5'8", 130 pounds, will play quarterback on fourth down. He comes back. There's the pass down the sideline, and we got a flag. And this may be a pass interference against Miami Trace. As the pass was intended, I believe, to Isaiah Haycock down that right sideline. Official threw the flag, and we may have a pass interference on Trace. And if it does, that will give Courthouse excellent field position off yet another penalty on the fourth down. Coach Williams, he's off the on the field a little bit as they're having a mini conference. It's a penalty. So a pass interference against Miami Trace gives Washington Courthouse their second first down via the penalty. They're going to put the ball at the 30-yard line. Well, why didn't they move the ball up? That was the original line of scrimmage. Well, anyway, hand off. Come to left side, and that's Jones. He's down the left sideline. He's finally pushed out of bounds inside close to the 20. So Kaufman is back in the game, by the way, in case you're wondering, Blue Line fans. So that ball is down to around the 19. And if it is, that's yet another that's a first down for Washington Courthouse. So Jones with an 11-yard carry on the play. So there was a penalty called, and I'm still confused as to why they put the ball right at where the ball was at the 30. But anyway, Courthouse has it. Runs it. Oh! That almost was a horse collar, and there's the throw, and it's in the end zone. And my goodness, as that one was close to another penalty. And now we got a late penalty, I believe, on the far sideline. It's a warning. Okay, the Trace bench has been warned as Cooper Enix once again put the pressure on Kaufman. He grabbed him up around the collar. Official was right there, didn't call anything. And then down in the end zone, I think Coach Williams was hollering that his player got pushed off. So it'll be dead ball penalty, and it's going to be back to the 19 again. There's the handoff, and that'll be Kaufman. He kept it. He didn't hand it off. So Kaufman will pick up 2 yards on that play. So bring up a 3rd and 8. So we've seen a couple penalties. We've seen a warning. We've seen a couple fumble recoveries. Hey, it's a typical Trace Courthouse ball game, folks. We've seen a little bit of everything in these 40-some years we've been around this area. Kaufman goes back. He passes. He's leading his man. There's the pass as he got hit. There's the pass. Haycock made a beautiful catch. Unfortunately, both his feet were out of bounds. And we got a flag back here where the quarterback's at. So let's see now what that call is going to be. The officials here are getting a little flag happy, to say the least. They're pointing toward Trace. So I don't know if that'd be a late hit on the passer or what. Offset penalties. So holding on Courthouse, pass interference on the offense. Offset each other. So we go back. Ball put down at the 18-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 8 again. As we're at about, we're under 3 minutes left here in the third period of play in a very quick moving game. So Kaufman with Jones to his immediate right, triplets on the right. They're going to try to go one-on-one to Haithcock and intercepted in the end zone. I don't know if I'd want to bring that one out, and they did. Oh, my. Bring it out to about the 4-yard line, and Malachi Jones intercepted in the end zone, and then he ran the ball out from the end zone, and so Miami Trace will take over at about the 6-yard line. So an interception by Malachi Jones in the end zone, and he got it down to the 6. So Kaufman clearly overthrew Isaiah Haithcock in the end zone. But if you're Jones, he should have just downed the ball and they had it at the 20. So Miami Trace now they're back against the end zone. Handoff, LeBeau. He's down to around the 10-yard line. He may have picked up about 4 on the play. That's only his second carry in the second half, and he's already got 49 yards, friends. That first one was a big 45-yarder early in the quarter. Then he brought in Baker and let him and Armstrong carry the ball a few times. There's some boys down there sucking some wind there, David. They're holding their hands on their waist. They got to be getting tired. We're under 2 minutes here. Trace. There's a handoff. LeBeau behind his left side. And bringing him down there at about the 21-yard line is Isaac Hood, who scored that touchdown a little bit earlier. It was at the 20, so that's a pickup for a first down of about 10 yards. That's the 10th first down by Miami Trace on the ground. LeBeau, again, right up the middle, and Charlie Souther, he shot the hole there. He didn't get the man, but he slowed him up enough that his secondary kind of came up and stopped him. So give LeBeau no yardage on that play. That'll bring up second down and about 10 at the 20 as we're under a minute. LeBeau again, left side to string it out. They get a trip over there. And we got another injured player from Washington Courthouse is on the field. And they're hollering toward the bench. And we got another injured player for Washington Courthouse, and we're going to have a quick timeout, so stay with us. So we'll take a break here. 33 seconds left in the third period of play. It's 14-14, Trace and Courthouse. You're watching the Battle of Fayette County on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Are you or is someone you know struggling with mental health? On Saturday, September 23rd, vaccination helps you take personal control of your health and allows you to be free to live a healthy life. Fayette County Public Health is offering COVID and flu vaccinations and childhood immunizations by appointment. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 740-335-5910 or visit fayecohd.org/events.
It was Rocky Jones that was cramping up a little bit. He's limping off now. Really not limping, he's kind of running off. So, they're saying to run the clock down. So, Trace, the 2nd and 7 coming up. And it looks like they may just go ahead and let the clock run out the end of the quarter, guys. I think that's what they did. As Trace has been over there around Coach Williams, Courthouse will start to walk down the field, and we will have 3 in the books with 1 to go. It's as tight as it can get. 14-14 between the 5-4 Panthers and the 5-4 Blue Lions. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play in the Battle of Fayette County in a moment, right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
At the Summers Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and work hard to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute for your loved ones. This is Tyler Brown, and I'm one of the 3 licensed funeral directors at Summers Funeral Home that can help you in your time of need. Please call me or one of our other staff members at 740-335-6078 or stop by the office at Summers Funeral Home located at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio 43160.
Washington Courthouse jumps off sides as we're about ready to begin the fourth period of play. So another penalty. First of the second half. They have 4 now for 40 yards. So Trace now will come up with a 3rd and 2 at the 28-yard line. Cheating up on the line and just blasting right up the middle is LeBeau. And I'm telling you, everybody from Courthouse defense is there, and things are getting a little bit chippy down there now on the field. But LeBeau will get the first down. He picked up about 5 on the play, which if I end up figuring his stats when it's all said and done, if he ends up averaging 5 yards a carry, I wouldn't be surprised, because it seems like all I'm doing is writing 5-5-5, Stephen. Might just hit automatic, just tape me. LeBeau, 5 yards. LeBeau, 5 yards. So 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Miami Trace, Courthouse tied at 14 apiece. Robinette pitches it. Whoa, he almost dropped it. LeBeau holds on to it. Across the 40, down to around the 42, 43. And that is going to be more than another first down for Miami Trace. So LeBeau with another 10-yard pickup. I was a little scary there because when the pitch came to him, he kind of had the ball on his hip a little bit, and it looked like he was going to fumble the ball. But he held on to it and then just put the afterburners on. 11 minutes left in the game. Trace at their own 45-yard line. We're under 11 minutes, knotted up at 14 apiece. Fakes the pitch. Robinette down the middle. Caught! This one could be a score, and it is going to be. Touchdown to Evan Malott. 55-yard touchdown pass from Evan Malott from Trey Robinette. He has completed 3 passes tonight, Robinette that is, and all 3 have been touchdowns. Wow. Malott was clearly in the open. He snuck behind a secondary, and Robinette, after the fake handoff, froze the linebackers from Washington Courthouse, and then just beautifully led Evan. He rolls down. Mavis, kick is up. And it is good, and that makes the score now. Miami Trace 21, Washington Courthouse 14. 10.5 left in the Battle of Fayette County. More play-by-play coming up. Stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice in auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Mavis with the kick for the Panthers, and this one is going to go out of bounds again. So another penalty by Miami Trace on the kickoff, and they'll bring the ball out to the 35 as it went out of bounds around the, inside the 10, wasn't it? So a penalty. Courthouse will take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. 3 touchdown passes by Trey Robinette. 25 yards, 12 yards, and now 55 yards. Kaufman, he's thrown 2 touchdown passes, 32 yards and 5 yards. Handoff. And Jones, whoa! Boy, was he brought down. Oh, my goodness. Brady Sheets, we haven't called his name tonight, but boy, did he make his presence known. He grabbed up around the shoulder pads and just basically did old WWE Super Slam. Loss of 2 on the play to Jones. I'll bring up 2nd and 12. I know I'm loud. Everybody's looking at me. I can't help it. I am the sports guru. That's just the way I do things, you know. 2nd and 12 coming up. Another handoff. Jones breaks outside. And coming up and getting the tackle was Jaden Jones. And he got up to around, the 30. They're going to give him 37, 38-yard line. So give him a 5-yard pickup by Jones. So he makes up for the 2-yard loss and then gets some real estate. I'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Blue Lions. Triplets on the left side. On the other side of Kaufman under pressure. There's the throw, and it is intercepted again. The 2nd interception of the game, and that is Jake Manbeavers, the bowler, the guy that just did 300 the other day out Leella Lanes. Yeah, he shows he can play 2 sports. Jake Manbeavers with a big interception against Kaufman. That is Kaufman's 2nd interception of the contest. So Jake Manbeavers with the interception at the 31-yard line, and Trace has the ball back at the 9:05 mark. So let's see now what the Panthers elect to do. They've been basically standing and keeping it on the ground. Back the right side, that time by Asher. Maybe a pickup of yard, if that much. Tackled on the play by Charles Souther. 2nd down. Getting close to 8.5 minutes. Well, if you're Washington Courthouse, you have got to see if they can get a turnover here and get into the end zone. They're down by 7. Did they get back? Souther, looks like they didn't call the offsides. That one goes to the right side. And Courthouse wants the fumble recovery, but the official's not going to give it to him. So that's going to be called a fumble recovery by Miami Trace. So that is their 2nd fumble tonight. They've already lost 1, as Utera got the fumble recovery back in the first half. But that one is recovered by the Panthers. Bring up about a 3rd and 7, ball at about the 34-yard line. And now Miami Trace wants a timeout. Coach Williams doesn't like what he sees, so we'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Timeout on the field, 7.5 left in the game. 21-14, Trace leads over the Blue Lions, the Battle of Fayette County on WCHC. We're at Washington Courthouse Communications.
As a U.S. veteran, you have served our country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. Our office offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us today, 740-335-1610.
After the Trace timeout, 3rd 7 coming up. Blue Lions show blitz, backs out. Oh, pass over to the right side to LeBeau, and he more than got enough the first down. He needed to get close to the 40. He's around the 42. So that will be an 8-yard pass play from Robinette. And that's the first time Robinette's thrown a pass that hadn't been for a touchdown. Slacking off a little bit, wasn't he? So good catch there by Asher. His second catch. That is another first down. So 1st and 10, ball at the 41. Trace going right to left across your screen. LeBeau once again. And that one will get it down to around the 44-yard line. Pickup of about another 3 on the play. So I'll bring up a 2nd and about 7. Don't forget, the team that wins will be showing up at McDonald's. They're going to be a hungry set of young men and women with the cheerleaders coming to eat some breakfast at the Epiphala McDonald's in Jeffersonville. The presentation, the Epiphala McDonald's Fayette County Trophy. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock on the Epiphala Sports Network, Facebook, and YouTube channel. Trace, fake quarterback by Robinette, and he's going to get sacked for a loss in the backfield. And coming up and making the tackle there for the Blue Lions was Aiden Osborne, who just came in just a few minutes ago and played a little quarterback on the play. So Robinette dropped for a loss, maybe about a yard. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Triplets on the far right side. Single receiver here. Robinette rolls out, and he's again sacked in the backfield. And coming up and making the tackle there is number 44. That's Utera. You know, he might be in the run for the Epiphala McDonald's star of the game. He's got a fumble recovery, and now he's got a quarterback sack of minus 2 yards. So, 2-yard loss there. So Miami Trace will have to punt on the 4th down. Robinette will do the duties. Line drive catching it at the 5 is Mason Kaufman. He goes to the right, now breaks to left. He's across the 45, midfield, 40, 30. He's down the sideline, and they're going to get him out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. What a return by Mason Kaufman. Wow. Unofficially, that's a 56-yard punt return by Mason Kaufman. Yep. Well, we're going to bring some of it back. Here's the old dreaded flag. Going to be called a holding Oh, my goodness. They're really bringing it back. The flag was thrown at the 47-yard line. Tackle in the back against Washington Courthouse. So, with that, you was at the 11-yard line. 11 yards from scoring. Well, your teammates didn't help you out. And they bring the ball all the way back to the 37. And Mason is probably saying, hey, I don't know who did it, but thanks a lot, buddy. So, Courthouse does have the ball. And Courthouse is slow getting their personnel in there. 5:03 left in the game. And now what are they calling here? And now they want a timeout. Blue Lions offense is simply, they're totally confused. They don't know what's the play is. And that's, I don't want to say it's inexcusable, but they had one or two players that are like, what's the play? What's the play? They came in after the penalty was called. So, once again, the penalty in the back by Washington Courthouse. Trying to real quickly here. It gives them now 5 penalties for 50 yards. So a timeout by Washington Courthouse. They have 2 left. Trace has 2. Trace called a timeout just a few moments ago. And that didn't work out for him either, did it, David? If I remember, they had a punt. So, with 5:03 still on the clock, no, it's not broken. It's just been a bunch of delays. There's the snap. And we got a reverse handoff. And not picking up much ground there is Rocky Jones. He was lined up in the right slot, came all the way around, and he may have picked up a yard at the most on that run play. Brings up a 2nd and 9. 4:40 left in the game. 21, Miami Trace. 14, Washington Courthouse. Boy, the way this game was starting, it was 14-14. Halfway in the second period, we thought this game might be in the 30s. But defenses have settled down. Kaufman, he's under heavy pressure. He's got to do something. He's looking down, and he's going to take off with it. And he spins, and he falls down at about the 42-yard line. So he might have picked up about a 4-yard pickup on that scramble there, as Mason just simply could not find anybody open. And now we're going to have officials. Now they're having a conference. Let's see what the official is going to say it is. There is no flag. Thank you very much. 4:12. I think they thought there was an illegal receiver downfield, and they waved it off. So now we're at 3rd down, 5 yards, ball at the 42-yard line of the Blue Lions. They're 58 yards away from the tying score. They got a little over 4 minutes. And they got 2 downs here, possibly to keep this drive going. Kaufman, triplets on the left, goes back, pressure by Miami Trace. He rolls to his left. He's trapped beautifully, and he is going to be close to it, but making a nice trip play there was, Walker Gillespie again. It's at the 47-yard line, and this is going to be, no, they're going to say first down. Officials giving it to him. They're not even going to measure. So first down, the touch of the ball had to be at the 47. David, that's exactly where it's at. And the official said, it's close enough. Let's go for it. First down. So Kaufman with a good pickup there. That will bring up now 1st and 10 at the blue line 47. Handoff again to Jones. Grabs out to the left side, down the sideline, and he's finally forced out of bounds. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to take off. Scared me to death there. Woo! He had that little spurt of energy, and he just was walking the tightrope, and the ball, he went out of bounds at the 41. So he picked up 6 on the play. Sorry, folks, didn't mean to get excited there, but it's what they pay me for, right? Even Dave, I think I scared Myra a little bit. She's like, what? So it's 1st and 10. Kaufman will keep it, and he is going to get hammered, and he is going to get brought down. And once again, it is going to be number 15 for Miami Trace, Walker Gillespie, with a yet another tackle. He will pick up a half a yard, if that much. 2nd and a long 9. The clock continues to run at 2.5 minutes. This is definitely 4 down territory, friends. So this could be the drive right here. There's the snap. Kaufman rolls to his right. Looking. There's the throw. Intercepted again. Miami Trace with their 3rd interception of the contest. And Jake Beavers does it again. Beavers with his 2nd interception of the contest. Oh, my goodness. 2 interceptions by Jake Beavers, and that kills the courthouse drive with 2 minutes left in the game. We do have a penalty flag, though. It's going to be against Washington Courthouse. I'm sorry, Dave. It's against. They said it's against Jones. They said. And right now, the ball will be moved up to the 46-yard line. So that's another 15-yard penalty for Washington Courthouse. And boy, I tell you, that has just been their bugaboo at inopportune times. Of course, Miami Trace, they've given up a couple scores off penalties as well. So now, Miami Trace, all they got to do is milk this clock. Handoff, and once again, that goes to Baker. Baker will pick up 4 yards on the play. So 2nd down. So 3 interceptions by Miami Trace. Courthouse gets a fumble recovery. But we're now down to 90 seconds. And right now, Courthouse with only 2 timeouts. I'm not sure if they're even going to try to stop this clock or not. I don't know. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Robinette. There's the snap. Pitches it now to LeBeau. And he might picked out. Now they call the timeout. Coach Iverson only had 2 timeouts, so he had to use them wisely. So he calls them after the 2nd down play. It runs the clock down to 1:08. Pick up there of about 2 yards, about a yard. Well, let's keep it here, David. It's getting too close to the end. We'll see what happens here. So LeBeau with the carry. 59, 64, 74, 75. LeBeau unofficially with over 150 yards rushing tonight for the Panthers. Don't forget, after the end of the program, it'll be the Epiphano McDonald's Star of the Game show. We will have one coach, maybe from both teams, will announce the star of the game. And I'm going to tell you right now, we thought every game seems to get harder and harder. We got 4 kids on both teams right now I've written down we could pick. I don't know which way to go. So you folks will just have to listen and find out, won't you? 3rd and 6, ball right at midfield. Robinette, handoff, and down around the 46. And Coach Iverson calls yet another timeout as Baker picks up yet another 4 yards on the play. Excuse me. 4th and 2. Now, if you're Coach Williams, what do you do here? If you try to get the first down and you don't make it, then Courthouse still has a shot. Or do you punt the ball and make him go long distance? Of course, you risk the chance of Kaufman, who had, that 50-some yard punt return, returning one back for a score. So it's going to be a tough decision here. You folks are out there watching, listening. What would you do if you're Miami Trace? Do you punt or do you go for it? So with 64 seconds left, 4th and 2, ball at the 46-yard line. It seems like every play just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it looks like they're going to go for it. LeBeau's in the backfield. Robinette. Now we have, oh my goodness, left guard wasn't in and Trace has got to call timeout. Are you kidding me? This is the second time both teams have done it once apiece. They come out of a timeout, they come out on the field, and their offensive linemen are all not lined up. They have to call another timeout to get the other lineman out there. Oh, my goodness. Please don't throw things at the TV screen or your computer screen, okay? We're not being mean. We're just telling you what's going on. So, with that, Courthouse is out of timeouts. Trace had to burn 2 back-to-back. So here we go, 4th and 2 at the 46. There's the snap, and we got a flag. And Trace calls yet another timeout. So they have called 3 timeouts just like that. So at 2 yards, I can understand. It looks like Coach Williams, he wanted to come out and see what Courthouse had set in defense. And now they know. Now if you're Coach Iverson and his staff, what do you do with your defense? Do you give them the same look? Or do you give them something different? So we'll see what happens here. So Robinette is back. Looks like they're going to punt. Of course, you got Asher up close. So they may try a trick. I don't know. There's the snap. Robinette. Not a very good kick. Now it gets a good Panther roll. And it's rolling. And they down it at the about inside the 5. Down at the 2. Check at the 1. So they got a good roll, and they downed it at the 1-yard line. Huh. Well, yeah. But the officials said where he downed was at the 1, so that gives Courthouse now 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. They've got to score. They got to go 99 yards in 54 seconds. And again, Trace has already picked off 3 passes. Well, do we see another miracle finish? The last 4 years, the winning team has scored 7 points or less margin of victory. Fake the handoff. Kaufman rolls. Long pass. Oh, it's a bird. It's an interception at the 31-yard line. Coming down with it is Bryson Wallace, number 7, and he gets it down to about the 1-yard line. That ball was up there. You could have shot that like a turkey because that's what it was. Wallace with the interception. That is the third in this half and the fourth of the game. And Miami Trace has pretty much nailed this one down. So Wallace, number 7, Bryson Wallace, a senior with possibly the game-clinching interception with 40 seconds left in the game. Well, if you're Courthouse, I would say you are just going to have to hope and pray you can get a fumble or something here, right? And right now, Robinette says we're going to take a knee. Courthouse doesn't have any timeouts left, and that's going to be pretty much it. And the clock will run down, and there's 25 seconds left, and there's 29 seconds on the clock. Miami Trace does not have to run another play. That is the ball game. And for the second time in 3 years, Coach Jerry Williams and the Miami Trace Panthers have come through, and they will be the winners of the 2023 Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy. And Coach Williams and the Panther fans will be showing up tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at the Jeffersonville McDonald's to get the trophy, interviews, breakfast, and so much more. And good showmanship, Coach Williams, Coach Everson, both those fellows, they know each other. They both went to college, a couple years difference. Coach Everson told us, didn't he, Dave, that when we interviewed him that Coach Williams was the one guy that told him about the Courthouse job being open. And Coach Everson, I believe, went ahead and started pursuing it. Final score, Miami Trace 21, Washington Courthouse 14. The Epifano McDonald's Star of the Game show. In a few minutes, stay with us right here on WCHC, Facebook, and YouTube. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
All right, we're back here with our post-game programming. Again, with the game wrapped up, we're hoping at least one of the assistant coaches will be up. I'm not sure. I see Coach Iverson. I think he's pointing toward us, so I think he's going to send somebody up, David. So we might want to grab a chair so they can sit down if possible. And over here, we'll get the camera turned around. And I'm sure we'll have from Trace. Thank you, Myra. Appreciate that. A lot of seniors from Washington Courthouse down on that field. Tough game for them. They lost their starting quarterback. Probably one of their best athletes moved to the quarterback position. And even though he played well, unfortunately, the passing game kind of deserted them a little bit. And they end up tonight with 4 interceptions, in which Miami Trace takes advantage. And again, 21-14. And I'll give Coach Williams a lot of credit. You got the ball at the 1-yard line. You really could have went for another touchdown if you really wanted to. He didn't. He said, take a knee. Let's get out of here. We won. And I thought that was really classy. So that is a good touch there. Real quickly, unofficially, I had Mason Kaufman tonight, 7 for 15 in the passing department. He threw for 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 78 yards. I had Kaufman 35 yards rushing on 19 carries. They held Rocky Jones in check tonight. 8 carries, 12 carries, 56 yards. Total 95 yards rushing. And it was 173 yards altogether on the play. We'll have a seat, Coach. That's one of these times I know you don't want to talk, but I'll let you catch your breath here for a second, okay? So unofficially, we had 173 yards in offense for Washington Courthouse. Miami Trace, again, we had Robinette, 4 for 6 for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We had tonight LeBeau 153 yards rushing, and that's pretty much it. We'll have more stats, more information for you later on. I haven't seen you much.
Well, I'm new to the Washington Courthouse varsity level here.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, if you would, please.
Yeah, I'm Todd Keaton. I'm the offensive line coach for Washington Courthouse.
Okay, Coach Keaton, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Coach. Tonight, obviously the 4 interceptions were the big factor, some penalties, things like that. But when it was all said and done, maybe for the fans, it was a pretty good game to watch.
Yeah, it definitely was. Unfortunately, we was on the losing side of it. I give credit to Miami Trace Panthers. This is my alumni. They've always had a great football program, so shout out to them and their program, great coaches. On our end, last game, Gavin, our quarterback starting all year, Kaufman, he had an injury, and we was hoping he'd be able to come back, but they wouldn't release him. And that being said, our line, we knew we was going to have a scrambling quarterback. We had to definitely hold in the pocket for him, and he's an athlete himself, so we knew he'd be running the ball more, and we had to change up little things in practice, not a lot. And we got in the red zone 2 times, and we just couldn't punch it in. It was a tough loss. It's always a tough loss. The rival of Washington Courthouse and Miami Trace Panthers, it's always a battle. So I knew it was going to be close. The weather didn't really help that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. I mean, the weather, like I said, that was a big game changer as well. I mean, Mason, he didn't have many reps passing the ball this year.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's been in that position before, and we used him to scramble a lot. This time we had to throw. I mean, their defense was quite tough. So our offensive line, we was trying to run it off the left side. We knew that we could run it on both sides, but our left side seemed to be a little stronger. And unfortunately, even when we roll out to the left, he's a right-handed quarterback, and made it a little bit more difficult to throw and flip his hips. But we tried to stay in there. So keeping it down to 1 and throwing those interceptions, like you said, that was difficult.
it seemed like throughout the whole game we kept saying next guy up, next guy up. You know, you put the young freshman in there that had to do some of the kicking duties for you. Mason went down for a little bit. You put another quarterback in.
Yeah, Aiden Osborne, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, the kids, they had a lot of strikes against them, and still, I mean, the scoreboard says 21-14. I know you'd rather been opposite, but still, the kids can hold their heads up high, I think, when they have a chance to sit back and think about it.
They can. Just the ability for these guys to bounce back. We've been down in games before, and they've hung their heads, but they all believed in each other. They believed in the coach. Everyone came back and played their hearts out for one another. I mean, we've talked a lot about family. We've talked about, you know, position groups. They get together and they do things on the weekends, and they truly believe in each other, the man to the left and to the right of them. So I feel, you know, that makes it a tough loss as well, because they hyped it up all week just as Miami Trace did. And when it came down to it, you know, they came out with a W, and we came down with an L. So it's always, like I said, always a battle. I love this school. I love the Washington Courthouse as well. And to see the fight that these guys have, and the events leading up to the game is always a thriller as well.
I always say, covering this ball game, the hardest hitting football games I've ever seen has been this game here.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 40 years. So I'm telling you, there was some real smacks out there again tonight. And it's just that extra something. They want to, you know, take that extra hit a little more. But, again, 21-14 in favor of Miami Trace. Todd, real quickly, I know it's still early.
Yep.
You guys still might have a chance, though, for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Where your position, chances are, though, you're probably going to have to go on the road.
Yeah, well, definitely now. I mean, it's had a lot of implications in this game. I mean, we won. You know, we're definitely going to host a couple teams we played in the past. Marion Franklin, they won last week, and so did Buckeye Valley, which solidified us. I think if we sitting at 9, that would have been we'd have hosted that game. However, now, you know, we're going to be, like you said, traveling, and it's fine. I mean, we traveled pretty well this year, so just to look and see how other teams have fared this Friday night, and with the weather, like I said, it kind of changes some things for some teams. But now it's to see where we're going to go. But we're going to bounce back. We're going to get back out on the field, start getting the prac film, start studying to see what some things we need to change, if anything. But yeah, like you mentioned also, Aiden Osborne, he's an athlete. I love him coming in. But on that note, I mean, personally, like I said, I'm the offensive line coach, and these guys definitely all year long have played their hearts out, from James Kelly and Jackson Keaton. We had Cam Jones as our lone, pretty much. He's not our lone center. We have another center. It's a freshman, but you had Rylan Likovitz to the right. He's a right guard. And then Caleb Barton. I've been rotating in Caleb and Jacob Lindsay, trying to get him some reps as well for next year, being that we're going to lose 2 senior guards, both of them. So we're going to have to fill him in next year, and he's going to see a lot more play time next year as well.
Well, Todd, appreciate you coming up. I know it's always tough talk, especially after this contest. Appreciate the job you've done this year for the Blue Lions, you and Coach Everson. Wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully get to the playoffs, maybe extend the season a couple extra weeks.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
All
sir.
right, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Todd Keaton, the offensive line coach from the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions, joined us here on our post-game program. Miami Trace coach is just outside the door, so we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll talk to him right after this. Back here with the Epifano McDonald star of the game, a little extended post-game programming. And with us now is Jack Anders, who, of course, is a veteran coach from the Miami Trace coaching staff. 21-14, second time 3 years. You got that McDonald trophy. I know that you'll probably be ready for the sandwiches and everything else that Mr. Epifano will give you in the morning, right?
Absolutely. 100%.
I know he's listening, so I'm trying to prep him a little bit. Obviously, like we talked, to Coach Keaton there just a few minutes ago, the interceptions had to be the big story of tonight. And let's be honest with you, both teams had some very, very costly turnovers at time that end up setting up the other teams as well for touchdowns.
Yeah, first of all, I'm extremely proud of our defensive effort tonight. Coming into the season, we had 8 guys that had never started on Friday night.
Oh my goodness!
And we had a rough patch against Logan Elm, and there were some things that were, people were concerned about what was going on, but we stayed the course as a defensive staff. And you look at the last 3 games, we've given up 7, 14, and 14. That's kudos to those kids that continue to grow, continue to get better each week. Did everything we ever asked them to do, and the end result is we get a big win tonight.
And the main thing is, Jack, you guys are peaking right now. What better time than heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, this is a perfect time. We'll have to kind of see where we're at. I think we're probably going to finish at that 9 spot.
That'll put you on the road.
It'll put us on the road. But, you never know what's happening with these other scores. And so things can change, but we kind of anticipate 9. But
I kind of like to have you guys today. That way we can come back out and do another game next week.
That would be great.
We finally got our Wi-Fi working, so we was actually able to have the whole broadcast. Thousands and thousands of people viewing in, writing notes all over the place, and a lot of fan support for the Panthers and things like that. And, that's one of the things about this rivalry throughout the years, the Battle of the Black and Blue. Jack, you've probably been around as long as I have this thing. It never ceases to amaze you what can happen during a contest.
No, the big thing is everybody always tells you throw the records out, and that's true. It's a different emotion. It's a different atmosphere. It's a pride thing for the community. It's great for the community. You always want to, of course, come out on top. But,
right.
But that's the thing that I love about this game. You look in the stands are full. It's cold out. It's raining out. People are excited. It's electrifying. Just a great night for football.
Well, you guys picked off 4 passes. That's a good sign, hopefully, for the team as you go into the playoffs. Again, we won't really know until maybe a little bit more clear. I'm sure in the morning the coach might have at least an idea because Mr. Bernard used to be on the staff, and he used to have that computer thing. So if Trace would ever come up, Coach Conroy says, go talk to Mr. Bernard. He would know exactly who we're going to play. So I don't know if you guys have that yet or not. But it'll be interesting to see who you play, but we'll find out officially on Sunday. Final question, then we'll let you go. With a game like this, and like you say, the way the team is playing right now, a lot of pressure was put on Asher LeBeau to carry you guys this year. I had him unofficially over 170-some yards. The kid, everybody knows he's going to run the ball. So that really puts a lot of pressure on your offensive line to make sure that they can get some space for him to do his thing.
Offensively tonight, we controlled the game.
Yeah.
We ran the ball effectively. Asher LeBeau, once again, had an amazing night, closing in on 1,400 yards. The offensive line, any running back would tell you when you're having great nights, it's because your line's doing their job.
Right.
But it was everybody doing their job. The wide receivers on the edge making blocks. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But man, I'll tell you what, Asher, every run tonight, he always finished forward, and those extra couple of yards here and there, that's massive. And I know he was very critical on a couple of third down plays for us. I caught one out of the backfield that ended up being a first down for us. Those are things, and Asher doesn't say a whole lot. He's a pretty quiet guy. We had a discussion day. If he's probably said 10 words all year, it's probably
kind of like Jaden, wasn't he?
Yep.
Jaden was very quiet too.
Yep. And but he just goes out and he works and he does exactly the game plan, and he knows where the holes are, and he's just a great back.
Well, again, congratulations. We'll see you probably in about 12 hours or so at McDonald's.
Yep.
And I'm sure that Coach Williams, second time in 3 years, will be more than happy to take that trophy.
Absolutely.
For a year. Places it remind me, Trace. So we'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate you coming up.
Yep.
Jack Anders, the defense coordinator for the Miami Trace Panthers, joined us here on our post-game program. All right. Well, we got to decide who the players of the games are going to be for Courthouse and Trace. And like I say, I've got several guys, so we're going to play a quick ad or two, and then when we come back, we'll see if we can come up with a decision for you, okay? So you're listening to the Epifano McDonald's Star of the Game post-game show right here on WCHC. Well, I told David, I said, and Myra, we probably could go ahead and do some more interviewing because I look out there and I see that traffic and it's like, we don't face that by the time we tear down and get to our cars, they'll probably be down. But anyway, we did some talking. Like I said, we had several kids from both teams could win this thing. I mean, when you do something like this, you just have to kind of go overall picture. People at home might say, well, you should have gave it to this person, that person. But when it's all said and done, we made a choice. Jayden LeBeau will be the Miami Trace Panther offensive, player, a star of the game. Miami Trace Panthers star of the game from the Epifano McDonald's. Unofficially, 175 yards rushing tonight. He basically put the team on his back and just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. So, again, LeBeau, I had him unofficially with 21 carries tonight. And let me double-check my numbers. 153 yards. Okay. But I think Coach Andrew said, he's close to 1,400 now. So 153 yards. I think I said 170. I apologize. I'll go through my notes again. But anyway, 150-plus yards rushing tonight for Asher LeBeau. He will be our Epifano McDonald's Miami Trace star of the game. For Washington Courthouse, a young fellow's name that we've mentioned quite a bit tonight. He had an interception. He also had a great job as far as defensive. Mentioned his name. He had a fumble recovery. I'm sorry. Miguel Utera will be our Washington Courthouse Epifano McDonald's star of the game. So Miguel Utera for his overall work tonight, especially on the defensive end. Offensive end, we go to Miami Trace. We go with Mr. LeBeau. Now, that's going to about wrap it up for us as far as our coverage of tonight's game. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to all of our community supporters who have been with us through the fall of sports. As we mentioned before, we're not sure if we're going to be on the air next Friday night for a football game, tournament game or not. If Miami Trace would host a game, and we got the equipment working now, David, we'd like to go 2 weeks in a row. But if Trace has a home game next Friday night, we should be able to do that game. But again, we're not going to really know anything for probably 24 to 48 hours after everybody else plays. Courthouse, as mentioned, will probably be going on the road. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, the Epifano Sports Facebook page and also on the YouTube channel, the Epifano Sports Network, the official presentation to Miami Trace, the Epifano McDonald's Fayette County Trophy. We hope you join us at 9 a.m. from the Jeffersonville McDonald's. So that's going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap this thing up and head out into the cold. Oh, boy, aren't we looking forward to it. We'll catch you later on. Again, the final score tonight in the Battle of Fayette County, Miami Trace 21, Washington Courthouse 14. For David and Myra Woolever, I'm Randy Young. Good night, everyone, and thanks for joining us.